It's that time, guys. Finally got my Axiom. It was a nice delivery from FedEx, and it was welcomed because I have a big trip planned this weekend with Heath from History Seekers to go check out a Civil War property. This machine right here, as you can see, it says it's superior performance on gold in all ground conditions. So this is not just a gold machine like a lot of people think. This is also a really good relic machine. So let's go ahead and start opening this thing up. I can tell you all a little bit about it. You can read right there on the box. I'm not going to just go into super detail about all of the settings and everything like that today because I've got to do a little bit of learning myself just to be truthful. There's a little bit of a learning curve. I'm sure that QR code right there is going to be very helpful. You can see that it includes all kinds of adapters over here for people that are in other countries other than the US. Obviously, we're going to be using the standard. It does have the wireless headphones. It comes with an 11-inch coil and 13-inch coil as well. Right away, the very first thing you see is this awesome case. And this case is set up like a backpack. And that's very handy if you've got to trek into a area to do a little bit of detecting. So let's go ahead and open this up. And my tripod has kicked the bucket, guys. So I'm trying to hold this thing with one hand and be very careful to... I know this, it's very, very light. Not much heavier than the AT Max. It may not be heavier at all. It actually may be lighter. So I can see right away on the top is going to be the coil. Let's take a look at that together. And these coils are different than what most people are looking at because of it being a pulse machine. Very nice 11-inch coil, very lightweight. Here is the charger right here. No reason to unbox it. I guess if you're in the bush or you're way out, that's where that 12 volt would come in handy. You can hook that to your battery and actually charge it up. Kind of interesting there. And let's see what this is. I know one thing is packaged really well. Oh, that's going to be the battery pack. The extended life battery pack, I should say. That's interesting. You can see how your batteries are supposed to go in. It shows you the plus and the minus on there. And that is definitely a first for me. You can see that it's got a Type-C USB port right there. There's the mini metal car charger, which was thrown in. So there again, you can charge this thing on the go. Let's see what's over here. That's going to be our headphones. I think most of you know what these look like by now. If it's not broke, don't fix it. And these are going to be the same style that go with the AT Max and the Apex. Just the regular MS3 Z-Link headphones. These things work awesome, by the way. For those of you that may still be, they haven't cut the cord yet, it is well worth it. Look at that carbon fiber. Wow, that is sharp, guys. Really sharp looking machine. Feels like most of the weight is in the back where the battery pack's going to be back here. You can take a look at the screen. And it looks eerily similar to the Apex. Let's go ahead and pull that screen guard off and let y'all take a look at that. Oh yeah. So now that the plastic's off, you can see right here's your power button or your operate button. As it says, you can adjust your volume up and down. Sensitivity is up and down right here. Here's your menu. It says iron check hold. Here's your threshold and your ground balance. Pretty straightforward machine. I really like this telescoping shaft that they have on here, and man, that carbon fiber is just so light. That is awesome. Even with that bigger coil on there, I imagine that this thing's going to be really well balanced. So beneath it was its very own coil, the 13-inch coil. You saw the 11 just a second ago. Here is for size comparison. I forgot to mention that I have a 16-inch coil too, so check that out. That is a big boy over there to the left in comparison to the 13 and then comparison to the 11. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the 13 on there, and that's what I'm going to start with. And over here to this side should be, I think it's going to be the wall adapters. So this is for all of the different countries. So let's get this thing put together and see what it looks like. So it can't be any more simple than this. You flip the clasp down, extend your shaft out to the length that you desire it to be. There we go. We'll lock them back in place. And voila. You'll look in here and see your coil bolt right here. It does not have a nut because the nut is actually built into the coils on this machine. And that's a new design for me in comparison to what I've been using with the AT Max and Apex. So this 16 inch over here is going to reach to the center of the earth. The 13 is kind of right in the middle. The 11 inch is a monocoil, so both these are double D. I'm definitely going to stick with the 13 for now. Depending on the site that I get to this weekend, though, I may end up with that 16 on there swinging, depending on how brushy it is. So inside of the box, too, there are two USB cables. One of them is a Type-C, which is going to go to the Axiom itself. The other is a micro USB right here, and that's what's going to go to charging your headphones over here. Worth noting, there is no block, though. However, I'm sure everybody at this point in 2023 has about 900 of those blocks laying around. All right, guys. You can see the little battery indicator. She's about half charged from the factory. We're gonna let her sit and charge now. I've got the headphones charging, and she's gonna be ready for our trip this weekend. We'll see you guys in that adventure. I hope y'all enjoyed this unboxing, and I hope it was useful to you guys. It looks like an awesome machine. I can't wait to get it in the dirt and give y'all some thorough reviews.